Hi, this is Al Perhax. Welcome to this bonus training. What if you could step into a new and more powerful version of yourself, increase your energy, have a mindset that allows you to dominate your life? What if you had that power? What if you had the skill set to do that? What could you do in a more powerful way in your life? What would that look like? What would that look like? So, I'm back from Europe. I'm excited to be here. Bonus training. For many of you who was at the other training, you mentioned to me that the volume was low. And hopefully I got that corrected. Hopefully you can hear me. And so a couple things. I'm going to give you some bonus training based on calls that I've been doing. I'm also going to go into a little more detail on UpLevel control and the inner circle mentoring, because a lot of people have asked about it. What's the difference? What's the best way to go? And so we're going to talk about that today. Makes sense, right? But I'm going to give you some good tips that you can use, as well as concepts that are going to allow you to take your energy, your mindset, even your income to a new level. Because all income is based on your energy. All mindset is energy, right? All energy can be transformed, right? The mind moves the chi, is what the masters would say. So I launched the Immersion Book, as you can see. Right, wait. I can never get this right. Which way to, okay, it's right over there. The Immersion Book. And so if you haven't gotten a copy, you should. It's totally free. If you went through the training, you got a download of it. Many of you that took the additional training or got the original book, you got the free training that goes along with it. You should go through it. It's not complete. I got the opportunity to go to Europe, and so I did that. And it took a little bit of time away from completing the immersion class, the course, the curriculum. So I will get that done in the next couple of weeks. So look for that if you're part of that immersion code training. It's all great training, and that's really what it comes down to. So let's talk a little bit about where you need to be, what you need to be doing, what you're required to do for your success. Is that fair in stating that? I think it is. And I'm going to give you some really good pointers as to what it is. So a lot of times in this training, I identify what it is that you are required to do in order to be successful with energy, health, wealth, relationships. I'm giving you the brushstrokes of what it's going to take. That doesn't mean that you have everything, because I've been doing this for close to 30 years and I've learned thousands upon thousands of techniques, and they all work when you work them in the right order. If you don't work them in the right order, you're not going to get the same results. Now, that's not to say that you can't mix and match different techniques, different concepts from different people and get results. Obviously, you can do that. It'll take you a lot longer. And I assume that many of you that are watching this, that are involved in listening to what I have to say. If you're not, you should unsubscribe from everything that I do and just go on your merry way. Because I'm not looking for people that don't want to take action. One of the first things in the Immersion Book is be an action taker. If you're not an action taker, you're never going to make it. You're not. And so if you're okay with that, then you're okay with that. And I don't judge you. You do what you want. But if you want to get focused and you want to take action and be a success, like I said, in any areas of your life, then you need to take action. You need to put in flight time. And that's what I'm going to talk about today, is putting in flight time and using the right methods of what I'm going to lay out for you exactly what those methods are to give you some concepts there, right? So here we are in the training room. By the way, I'm not real happy with the lighting today. I don't know what the deal is. I got a couple lights going on here. I feel like I'm totally blown out. I feel like I look like Casper the Ghost. The lighting's just not right, but hopefully you can put that behind you as we're going through the training. So here we are in the training dojo, and I want to talk about something that I think is real important. I've been doing calls with people, mindset calls. If you haven't ever done a mindset clarity call with me, you should do one. Why? Because it's going to allow me to tap into where you're at energetically, mentally, emotionally, and we can work on a game plan to get you out of that. Now, if your life is perfect, then maybe you don't need it. But guess what? I have plenty of people that coach with me that are extremely successful. I use coaches and mentors. And so I'm only going to guess that if I have to use a mentor and a coach, and if people that come to me that are already successful want to use me as a coach or a mentor, then it only makes sense that you require a coach and a mentor. I'm just throwing that out there for you. And you either want to acknowledge it if you want to move forward or you don't. And many of you don't. That's fine. It'll just take you longer. Now, there's going to be some of you that can do it on your own because you're wired properly. And that's one of the mysteries of the world, how some people are wired for success. And again, when I say success, it's a catch-all word for you fill in the gaps. Some people are wired to have great relationships. Some people are wired for money. Some people are wired for health. Some people are wired for energy. Some people are natural athletes. Some people have natural artistic ability. I'm neither of those. I'm a pretty good athlete and I'm a pretty good artist, but I don't have the kind of skills that a fantastic artist has where they can just start drawing. I also don't have the speed of an athlete. Of course, I'm 58 years old, so it's not like I'm that active in athletics right now. But the fact of the matter is, you have to assess yourself. And you have to set that trajectory. Where do you want to go? How are you going to get there? So I bring you into the dojo because this is where you start tapping into your inner sanctum, And I use this room as a representation of that, in that it's clear, it's clean, it's white. It feels good. You want a room like this where you can do your meditations. What kind of meditations are you going to do? There's a plethora, and I'm going to cover some of that in just a little bit. So, attraction. 9 out of 10 mindset calls that I do, people want money. They want to get money. They want to find money. They want to attract money. And they can. You can. But you have to do specific things to focus. So you've got repelling energy, that's called yang, and you've got attracting energy, that's yin. So in order to attract to you, you need to be in more of a yin state. Plain and simple. Now, yang state can be a powerful state, right? Yang is great for fighting. Yang is great for repelling energy, pushing away. However, what happens to a lot of you is you get into a yang state and you stay there. And so what you start doing is repelling everything around you, including money, including jobs, including situations. We've all had it happen. I can be very yang sometimes. And until I catch myself, it repels. Yang repels. But sometimes it's good to repel, because sometimes you want to repel the wrong things in your life. You want to repel the things that are not going to serve you. And that's really what it comes down to, is you want to be able to work with things that are going to serve. Man, it's so distracting that I feel like, I'm a ghost or whatever here. So you get in that relaxation. And how do you get in the yin state? You breathe. Yin breathing. If you've got the Chi Power Blueprint, you know about yin breathing. And yin breathing is forcefully bringing in the breath on the inhale. And you're going to bring in that energy. You're going to attract, right? Now, if you've got blockages in your energy, there's no possible way you're going to be really attracting much, because you're the blockages. You've got this negativity that's in your body. And your body doesn't react well to it. That's the way it is. So, you've got to bring that yin energy. Now, you can use the yang energy to repel bad things, and you want to attract good things. I can show you how to do that, but it takes flight time. Putting in the effort that's going to allow you to get from where you're at to where you want to go. Bottom line. It takes time, depending upon where you're at. So that's what you want. And you want to pull that energy down and out. Clear your body. Clean your body. Clean the energy. How many of you really want to make it to the next level? That's the decision you have to make. That's the decision that you have to come to. Is, do you want to get to that next level? So let me show you real quick, because I don't want this training's not going to be that long. But I think I'm going to give you some functional things that are going to make sense for you. Now, what you're going to notice is there's a document that I attached for you that you can use, that I think it's 16 pages long, and it's really called Get Mentored and Coached. And it goes through the difference between what I call UpLevel control and the Inner Circle 12-month mentoring. Now, the Inner Circle 12-month mentoring, I've had that essentially since 2008. And it started out as only Qigong and Qi energy, because I had two memberships at the same time. I had a Mind Force membership. I called it the Mind Force Syndicate. And then I had the Qi Power Inner Circle. Qi Power Inner Circle was mostly Qi, obviously, by the name. And Mind Force was primarily Mind Force. I combined them because you requested it. So we took the two memberships and combined them. And then I added another membership called Quantum Maximizer. And I'm not going to tell you the prices on this call, because you can find them in the sheet. Plus, prices are subject to change. And so I don't want to say the price on the video, because then I can't use the video anymore, right? Because then it's out. So, but it's on the sheet. It's on the page you're watching this video on. You can get the pricing. If you really want it bad enough, you get in contact with me, and I'll help you out. So why would you want to do that, though? UpLevel Control is all of my products and all of my memberships, and it is coaching. And it's really designing, when you go through the document, you're going to see the difference between the programs and the difference between mentoring and coaching, and why you would want one or the other. You want to coach if you want somebody like myself that's going to keep you focused and accountable. Accountability is a big thing. And if you want to be successful, and again, I'm using success as a catch-all, you have to be accountable to somebody. If you want to lose weight, you have to be accountable to somebody. Yourself. It's easy to let yourself down when you're trying to lose weight. I mean, I could probably stand to lose 15 pounds right now. If I had an accountability partner that was, making sure that I stayed true to what I wanted to do, diet, exercise, I'd get there a lot faster. My wife and I always do accountability, but we'll both jump off the wagon. Oh, let's go out to dinner. Let's have a steak. Let's do this. Let's do that. Oh, don't worry about it. Life is too short to be unhappy. Let's have a nice meal. Let's have whatever. That's how it goes. But when I have an accountability partner, a coach or somebody that says, listen, this is a game plan. This is what we're going to do for the next 8 weeks. And every week there's a check-in at the beginning and at the end of the week. That's accountability. Now, you can do this on your own. You can find accountability partners, no big deal. However, I'm here as a coach to help you through the UpLevel control process. Now, that UpLevel control is a lot more expensive than the inner circle. A lot more. But I guess it's relative, really, because some people pay me upwards of $20,000 per year. And that's not even expensive. It's not. I know some of you are thinking, man, I couldn't pay $20,000 for anything. That's because you're not in the zone where you could pay that kind of money. But there are people that earn enough money that $20,000 is really not a lot of money. It's a cost of being successful, right? And UpLevel's a lot less than that, quite frankly. You can chuck it out in 12-week increments or 6 months, and it's relatively inexpensive. But I'm sure for many of you, you would say when you look at the document, you're gonna be like, I couldn't afford that, right? Because you're not in a zone of excellence. You're in a zone of like this. You're in a fetal position. You've got to get out of the fetal position and be open-minded to how do you get to that next level. I'll never forget the one person that I coached was a young lady, 24 years old, single mom of 2, earning around $45,000 a year. Not bad, right? Parents are from Mexico. She was, even at that level, she was probably earning more than her parents. 2 kids, though. She wanted more. I coached her, and within about 2 years, she was making close to $100,000. I think now she's making over $100,000. I haven't coached her in a year or two, but she's over $100,000 now, or close to it. So, was it worth whatever she had to invest in order to get to where she's at now? I think she would agree that yes, whatever that cost was, it was worth it. That's the way you have to look at things. There's investments that you have to place in your life. I've made it possible for you to make an investment in yourself at the cheapest level possible. And even to that, sometimes people were like, oh my Lord, that seems too much. So you've got UpLevel control. Let me just show you UpLevel control real quick. Is if you go through the document, there are links, and I've added these cool graphics. Bruce Lee. Let's see, meditation one. I've added these cool graphics, so it's worth reading the document just for the graphics. But I've got the access here for what you want to do. And you'll notice the different prices. I said I wasn't going to mention the pricing, but I guess if I'm showing you the document, it has the pricing in it. So, pricing is subject to change, whatever. But for right now, as of this video, I guess I can only reshoot the video, is that the UpLevel control program is either $3,200 for 12 weeks, or you can get 6 months for only $4,800. And again, that is one-on-one, right? But you have other options. You have self-paced, which is no coaching. It's $997. That is really the inner circle plus the UpLevel control. They're 2 different programs. But when you get the UpLevel Control and you pay one payment of $9.97, you get the entire Inner Circle for free. Or not free, but it's added in as part of it. Plus you get the Quantum Maximizer and all the products. So $9.97, pretty good deal. Gets you everything. There's also an option to get the Inner Circle for $9.97. Whichever way you go with $9.97, if you give me a payment for $9.97, you get everything I have, with the exception of the closed door system, which is an advanced Qi program for my instructors. So if you want all of my stuff, one payment of $9.97, you're good to go. You're golden. That's the way it is. And you can do that. Absolutely, you can do that. It's totally up to you. You can take a look at the document and it'll show you exactly what it is, exactly what you have there. And it works. Absolutely works. You can do that. There's no doubt that you can make that happen. No question about it. And so here's what I would say is that what you want to do is take a look at that and those different packages. And they're right here on the screen. And so UpLevel Control is one-on-one coaching, $3,200 for 12 weeks, $4,800 for 6 months. You get everything, but you get me, one-on-one coaching. And there's a certain number of times that we'll coach, and it's integrated. So what I do with UpLevel Control, just to give you an idea, is number one, you get a password protected website that my team builds for you. And what I do, and this is somebody's, but I'm not going to show you whose it is, but you have an onboarding video for me. Everyone's customized. And then you have access to setting up your meetings with me. And then you've got access to the support desk or emails. And then you have a video library that goes into all the calls, deep dive call, Trello board. And then I just add everything on here. If there's any videos that I want you to watch, I just pop them on and send you a note and say, hey, I added this video to your board. This is your own website. This is your own website that I use to communicate with you when you're a coaching student of mine. And you get access to it. And if you want to continue having access to this, you can. That's all part of the UpLevel Control. So some of you say, well, that seems you're getting me and you're getting your own customized website. You can add your own videos to the website, your affirmations. See, we're going to put together a program for you that's absolutely going to work. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, it's going to work. That's my commitment to you, is to making sure that it works. And it's password protected, so nobody's going to be able to get access to it. So that's the concept of the UpLevel Control. So the next system is the Inner Circle. Now, the way I created the Inner Circle was through years of testing. And I created 6 pillars. And the 6 pillars are how the system is run: energy, focus and mindset, hypnotic and self-hypnosis, right? I call it mindset domination. Awareness and sensitivity, which is psychic energy. Abundance and manifestation, right? And then number 6 is healing. Emotional, mental, physical healing. Those are the 6 pillars. And so when you go through the 12 months of the Inner Circle, that's what you're going to learn. And for what you're learning, it's really quite inexpensive when you think about it. I mean, if you want to become a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, it's going to cost you a minimum of $160 a month. That's the minimum. That's the entry point. Not to mention you got to buy gis and all this other stuff. And that's great. I mean, to me, that's a good price because that's an awesome martial art. I studied it. My daughter studied it. It's a good martial art. But if you want to get good at it, it's going to cost you a couple $100 a month. You want to get good at anything, it's going to take a commitment in order to do that. So when you look at the cost of something, you have to really look at it as an investment in yourself. And here's the other thing. Here's the amazing part of the inner circle or UpLevel control. If you're in business for yourself, it's a tax write-off. So you're either going to pay the government the money or you're going to learn something and it's free if you have your own business. Here's a key. If you don't have your own business, you should, for the tax benefits. Every person in the world should have their own business, a side hustle of some sort, where you can earn money. Now, you can't just say you're in business and not make any money. You got to make some money. But the fact of the matter is you have legal business expenses. Every year, I plan out my expenses. And coaching.
Playing from a tongue.
And learning about, that was, by the way, that was Alexa. She's always popping off at weird times. My name of my computer is Atomp, A-T-O-M-P. So anyway, it's really free because this is education. You're learning something. And if you wanted to take it to the next level, you could take it to be a Mind Force specialist, quantum Qigong expert, and you could actually teach this. You could teach people and you could charge for it. Before I got started teaching this on a grand scale throughout the world, I used to teach martial arts one-on-one, and I had several clients, and I would get done. I was working at the time in software and consulting. I would get off of work and I would drive to my clients and I would teach them martial arts. And at the time, I think one client I was making $40 an hour. This is back in the 90s. Another one I was making $30 an hour. Another one I did at $25 an hour. One guy I pretty much almost did for free, pro bono, because he was kind of autistic and I didn't charge him as much. And so, but that's what I did. That was my side hustle back then, before I did all this stuff. It was pure martial arts. And I enjoyed doing that. But that was my side hustle. And many of you are going to have other side hustles. If you read the Immersion Book, you're going to get a concept of that. And when you go through the course, the immersion code, you'll see that. Now, here's the thing. Let me show you what you're going to have access to when you do the inner circle. You're going to get access, like I said, with the exception of the closed door system, you're either going to get access to the 12-month inner circle mentoring. So if you pay monthly for the inner circle, you get access to all the products, you get access to the memberships, and you pay one low monthly fee. Now, the products for you, every month you get a new product or two added to your membership. That's how it goes when you pay monthly. When you do one payment of $9.97, or you do any coaching with me, essentially it's $9.97. It's going to go up in the future for sure. Probably as soon as the next 90 days. I'm probably going to raise it to $14.97 because I'm packing so much information here, you'd be a fool not to do it. The only reason you wouldn't do it is, I don't even know why you wouldn't, because why would you even be watching this video if you weren't interested in doing it? And if you're watching the video, you should be in the inner circle. If money was of no object, would you join the inner circle? Right now, the inner circle is $99 a month. So if money were no object, first of all, $99 a month. If you can't afford $99 a month for the inner circle, I really have to say that you got to get your priorities straight, and you need to earn more money. You need to get a second job, third job, whatever, because $99 is not a lot of money. You probably spend more money on that on incidentals. Some of you smoke, some of you drink, some of you, whatever. Some of you might spend more on your church meetings per month than $100. And the inner circle is $100. And you get all that power. But it only works if you work it, though. I'm not here to try to sell you something that you don't want to do. And like I said, if you don't want to do this, you shouldn't even be on this call, shouldn't be on this video. You shouldn't be wanting to learn because you're doing it half-assed. So anyway, if you sign up for the 12-week immersion, then guess what? You get everything all at once. You get every course, every training. You get the entire 12 months immediately. And I do that because some people want to go through as fast as they can, and that's fine. So again, you give me one payment of $1,000, you get everything immediately downloaded. If you want to do coaching, that's additional fees, and you get what you get there. Pretty simple stuff, but you're getting the quantum maximizer. You're going to get the dark side of mind force and chi energy, and I'm always updating that course. It's one of my top selling courses of all time. It's $497, and you get it for free when you join the Inner Circle. Sequence Masterclass, the Chi and Mind Force sequence, $497. You get it absolutely for free, included with your membership with the Inner Circle, regardless of whether you do it one payment or monthly. Primordial Energy, it's $497. It's not even for sale right now. You can't even get it. And that's sexual energy. The Money Matrix 3-day intensive is $297, and you get it for free when you get the Inner Circle. This is in addition to all the Inner Circle training. I mean, I know it's probably too much. I probably am including too much in this, but I want you to understand the power that you're getting. I just added the immersion, which is right here. And that's the immersion code. That's now $197. It was free when it first came out. And many of you were able to take advantage of that. But now it's $197. But you get it included with the Inner Circle. A great course. I'll be, like I said, adding more to it. The Immersion Book, I'm excited about it. Because I wrote it for my coaching clients, and they love it. You'll love it if you pay attention and read it and actually do it. You also get the entire Mind Force library. Get all the books. I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking I'm not even going to offer that as a full product. I'm just going to sell the books separately, and then you get the courses with the books, which is the way I did in the beginning. You get the 7-day Inception Protocol. You get the Chi Power Blueprint, Mind Portal System, Control Factor, Hypnotic Abundance Effect, Internal Power Centers, Ultimate Hypnotic Influence, Vital Chi. You also get Manipulation, Master Secrets of Covert Persuasion, Hypnotic Influence. You get all of these courses included when you make one payment of $997, or you take one of the coaching options, or you pay $99 a month. You still get it all. The only difference between paying monthly is that instead of getting everything as an immediate download, you get it monthly, which is fair. Because if you decide to cancel, which you can at any time, then that's the way it is. And just to show you, this is the Inner Circle. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. I'm going to move over to this side of the fence so that I can show you all the stuff. I mean, this is the first module. You get 4 weeks of training. It's really called the 30-day Inner Game System. You're getting additional book downloads, and then you get module 2. In this case, it only has module 2 because that's all I have access to. But if I go into the 12-week immersion and open that up, and again, everything's professionally done. designed to give you access. You get all the options. Module 2, Module 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, you get 12 modules, not to mention all the books and additional workshops that are there to keep you focused on where you're going to go, not to mention the bonus trainings that I do during the month as well. And that's the inner circle. And then you get access to the quantum maximizer. And the quantum maximizer is another layer of training with module after module of deep, deep meditation training, esoteric meditation training. That's what the quantum maximizer is all about. And right now it sells for $497 by itself. You get it with the inner circle. It's included. At some point in the future, it could be totally separate, and you'd have to pay extra for it. But that's the way it is, right? That's the way it is. So I wanted to give you an understanding of the differences between the different products. I don't want to make it complicated. I want you to understand that you've got something real here that you can utilize. And if you want to make a change, you want to set a trajectory for yourself to build up incredible energy, incredible mindset. What's that worth to you? $99 a month? Seriously? Some of you are like, oh, I don't know if I can afford it. Some of you, I don't know how you could not afford it because of the situation you're in. That's the way you have to look at it. When I invest in myself, that's what I say. I have to invest in this in order to get to that next level. And like I said, if you can write it off on your taxes as training, just like you can write off, different types of training. This is functional training for yourself. This is not just now. In some cases, you can write off your health membership. I think I'm not an accountant, so don't hold me to that. But definitely this training you can, because you're learning things that can help you with your skills, with your job, and with your business, and so forth. Not to mention your emotional stability and everything else. So I'm sure that many of you have thought about it, and many of you have said, I don't know if I'm ready to do that or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, you definitely want to think about the possibility of the inner circle and also the training or the coaching. And for any of you that want to reach out to me and you want to set up a 30-minute call, there's no pressure on my end. I'm going to give you great feedback. You want to join any of those memberships? I'm not trying to convince you to do that at all. I'm trying to convince you even more so that if you're not really interested, get off my list. Go do something else with your time. I want you to be focused in your life so that you can get the results that you desire. They're not the results that I desire for you. I want you to be the best that you can be. And the way I see you doing that is by, number one, having a system that's going to allow you to create robust energy, vim and vigor, vitality. It's going to allow you to get into a focused state through meditation, self-hypnosis. You're going to build up an awareness and sensitivity that's going to allow you to transcend what most people in this world will ever know. You'll know. You'll have feelings. You'll experience things spiritually that people never be able to experience. You'll be one of the chosen few because you chose. I didn't choose you. You decided that I'm going to be one of those people. And so I'm here to tell you that you can do it. It's not as expensive as you think. Set up a call with me. I'm happy to talk to you. I think you'll be glad. I'll give you some insights, and then we can go from there. Again, I'm not here to sell you on anything, but always think of this. If money was of no object, would I do this? And maybe some of you wouldn't because you say, I just don't have the time, or maybe you'd say, I don't want to go through it. That's fine. But if money was not the object, could you do it? What would you be able to do? One short story, and then I'm gonna leave you. So when I first started doing martial arts, it's expensive, right? And I didn't have any money. I was working a job. My wife was working as a waitress. We had 3 little kids when I first started. And I needed to pay for my habit, my martial arts habit. And so I did all different types of jobs. I worked in a deli, cutting meats, making sandwiches for people. I bartended for weddings. That's right. So I did whatever I had to support my habit. What happened is because I'm building up my energy and I'm creating all these skill sets, eventually I was able to create a lifestyle that I didn't have to bartend anymore. I didn't have to be the deli boy anymore. I didn't have to have these little rinky-dink jobs. I was able to have my own gig. I was able to do consulting. I enriched my life. But it's all as a result of investing in myself. Understanding that that was one of the most important investments I could ever make. And I spent a lot of money on myself. Just like you need to spend money on yourself. And if you're not, you need to really look at that. You need to ask yourself the question, how much money did I spend on my education this year? When I talk about specialized knowledge, you have to get the knowledge. And then you can become the new person you want to become. Let's end this with just relaxing down. I want you to relax down. I want you to bring in that yin energy and just attract the things, the people, the situations that you desire in your life. And when you feel that attraction coming in, you don't have to visualize it hard, but just have that expectation that they're coming in and that they could come from any angle and any place. Opportunities are out there for you. They're out there for you. If you would just open up your mind, your body, and your spirit to the potential of what you actually have, you can get the results. If you join the inner circle, you join the coaching, I'll show you exactly how to do it. I will get in with you and show you step by step how you can make a massive change and set a trajectory like that to get you what you want. I've enjoyed sharing with you. I'm glad that we had this time together. If there's any way that I can assist you, help you out, let me know. Drop me a line. Set up a call with me. I've enjoyed sharing. Thanks for watching and have a great day. So long.